beat his ass. Then all you see is Jin like gets slammed to the ground. And who walk out that damn tunnel? Like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I forgot about that. When he slapped him the first time, I said, wait a minute, did he just slap? Did he kick him? Or did he slap? I had to go back and rewind and pause. Okay, he slapped him. And then, like, as I'm playing it through, you know, I see another slap coming. I was like, wait, did he slap him twice? You know, because I'm not going to just let it play. I'm like, yo, this is some disrespectful. Like, he's walking over talking shit, and I'm going to come down to you and slap you, not just once. Then they just keep on.
Just keep slapping.
They slapped him 4 or 5 good times. And I'm like, yo, this guy Kane, he's quickly becoming one of my favorites.
Hey man, like, this guy was a dick, but I'm not mad at it because this shit is a fighting anime. It's a tournament, and it's like this nigga could have said I give up at any time, but what he did was chose to stay there and get slapped. I mean, like, if he had called for time, would he have still continued to get slapped? Probably.
I mean, look, even that wasn't enough to satisfy Kane, because Kane then proceeded to brutally.
Well, that's also because this nigga wouldn't say this.
He wouldn't say it, but that goes into his big hero moment that got countered. It's like, I gotta be a Zen. I can't show emotion. You know, I can't quit. I can't say I forgive you. I won't beg for my life. But, I mean, it's also interesting because, you know, in the flashback, Kane met a very strong warrior that had him on the ground crying, begging for his life, apologizing, and he wanted to, he's like, nigga, you weak. You're weaker than me. You should be on the ground apologizing like I was.
I mean,
like, I got humbled. I'm about to humble your ass.
It happened to me, so it's gonna happen to your ass. And that's the type of energy that you can get behind. It's not healthy, but it's understandable.
I mean, it is. If you're a martial artist and, like, you know, you see some shit like that, like, I mean, come on. They didn't show you who this guy was, but I believe he's in that upper echelon with Park Moo-jin, so it's understandable.
It is understandable, and then just on a side note, like, they go in on, they, like, you know, there's the folks up in the box that they talking, and they're like, yeah, man, this nigga got northern style taekwondo, which, I mean, like, so of course, you know, this anime is set in South Korea, so this nigga learned the North Korean taekwondo.
Apparently, it's a martial arts of dirty fighting, eye gouging, kicking below the belt, so anything goes.
I mean, like, regardless, and like, we don't try to
but
get
it's
political.
It's a martial arts based off survival.
I mean, and that's what I was gonna get into, bro, because this shit like this, like no, this shit was what they used in the show, like what they used during the Korean War. And say what you will, we're not trying to get political in this bitch, but it was enough of these niggas North Korea to be North Korea, alright? Like, for them niggas to just draw a line and be like, yeah, you don't come no farther than right the fuck here, unless you want this work. And it was evident in this man's fighting style.
It really was. It really was. It's like, that's how you fight. But I'm not gonna lie. Any fight I get into would be assumed survival for me. There's no rules in this bitch.
Hell no.
So that's how I look at it. So I can understand Kane. It's like you here, you knew what you signed up for, and you came in here with your eyes closed like you was a badass, and I had to sit your ass down real fast. I let you get your blows in. I let you get. Let me put it in the restaurant. I let you get your shit in. Mm-hmm. Get your shit in. I let you get your moves in. But at the end of the day, I'm unfazed and you're getting jobbed out, Gamdo. So, like, at this point, Kang starts breaking this man's limbs, piece by piece. Some Denzel. He said, piece by piece. Piece by piece.
No, I mean, I'm like, man, that shit was brutal. Like, anytime a nigga come up and just take you, like your arms is back here, this man put that like and broke both this nigga's arms.
On some Android, what is it? Android 19 in Vegeta or Android 20 in Vegeta, just making that motherfucker back, just fucking you up, nigga. Or Broly with the knee in Gohan's back.
Oh man.
Nah, he was beating his ass.
Hey, man, that shit was rough.
Stretch muffler, boy.
I was like, not even when the damn announcer niggas like, do you want to give up?
Yo.
I'm like, bro, that nigga was trying to throw you a line, my nigga.
They said, hey, Gando, you want to give up, bro? You get fucking dominated out here. You're getting fucking wrecked. So like, it was so bad that Jin eventually had to step in there. Yes, this is illegal. You can't just hop in somebody's fight and save them from getting an ass whooping like that. Like, but at the same time, Jin kicked the shit out of this man. And then he proceeded to talk shit and say, that was a weak one. Get your ass up. But,
yeah, no. He knew what it was. He kicked this nigga. And he knew that nigga could get back up. He's like, stop. No. You're not gonna treat me like this fucking Gamdo, nigga. Like, we gonna get up.
Nigga came back with, Kane came back wearing like, you know, lighter pants, took his pants off, had some Under Armour on. It's like, of course, what's his name pointed it out. It's like, oh, you got rid of his pants. I guess that would make a difference. I mean, I guess it did, but they made it seem, I mean, I don't know. He just started emitting this evil aura. And the administrators came in and they death pointed at this nigga Jin.
Yeah,
said, hey bro,
this motherfucker.
Hey bro, you just can't interfere with that. So Kane is like outside of the ring, you know, reliving bad memories of him being a bitch nigga. Yeah, I say he's a badass, but he's also a bitch nigga. He started crying. So
I mean, he did, and like, you know, I understand not saying please forgive me when you're getting your ass beat. Like, hey, you got two things in this world that we would talk about. Like, you got your word, you got your pride, and like, and it's like, bro, like, you ain't trying to just like say what this nigga want to hear, so he started beating your ass. I understand that, but he could have gave up. He could have gave up. I mean, like, you know.
Yeah.
You know, Naruto and shit tells us like, oh, never give up. But it's like, nigga, you this nigga broke your arms. I mean, and he had you in the corner and just slapping your ass like that. Like, nigga, you lost all sorts of pride. Like, it's just like you got,
like he's clearly better than you. He's dominating you, and he came with the confidence that he backed up. That's like when Conor McGregor was winning. It's like, hey, say what you want. You talking shit, but he was winning.
Yeah. Or like when Baki beat the shit out of Muhammad Ali Jr.
Good Lord. Good. Because Ali Jr. was on a roll. Like, he was putting he put some nice clean ones on some niggas with a sharp upper, and then walked off on him while they was falling. I was like, yo, this nigga Ali Jr. But then Baki got a hold of him and laid that nigga to waste.
Man.
Okay, put that nigga in the days, boy. Like,
and then had this nigga crying in the tunnel, bawling, which
in front of the girl he loved.
Bruh.
Oh my God.
like loses to the nigga you tried to steal from.
I mean, and then when you think about it, he had every right to whip his ass like that.
I mean,
unmerciful.
He did. I mean, now we started talking about Baki, but like. And like Kozaway had hit him with the realness though. It was just like, cause he was trying to find out what it was. He was like, no, whoa. He came to me. He ain't come to you. It's up to you now. Do what you have to do, nigga. Because as your daddy said, nigga, I am out here as long as you are able to handle your shit. And handle his shit, he did. And handle his shit, Kane did.
He did for a minute. I mean, against Gando.
Against Gando.
And then even when the administrator showed up, I gotta give it to him. He ain't back down. He knew who they were. He knew what it was about. But like, you saw that one administrator like jump in front, and they actually smiled and like, oh yeah, give me that wave so I can just bounce it off, nigga. Just.
And I think one of those guys that was was the actual dude that he was crying in front of. We don't see his face, but we know that this nigga got green hair, and there's another nigga that got green hair as well.
He was actually about to go off with a card or something, and like Jin literally climbed on his back and hopped up off him. And Jin put the cause Kane's coming in with a flying kick or whatever. He does taekwondo. So does Jin. Jin comes in with a flying kick. Meets him that clash right there. Does some smooth ass, he calls it a reverse taekwondo, where he I guess he switches the angle of the foot of the opponent to make him more vulnerable. Almost like how Guerrero, on One Punch Man, would do flowing rock smashing fist or something like that.
Yeah.
Just that smooth transition with the feet, and then hits him with a triple spin kick, and it was, and the way they showed it or animated it, clean strikes in the air, just mid, and then after he delivered it, he speed blitz past him, teleports past him, so you get a nice visual of that. And not only that, but he then proceeds to hit the land on the, what do they call the lighting structures up there? He gets one of the hanging lighting structures, lands on that, does a flip off that bitch, and then proceeds I think he comes down with an axe kick or a kick to fucking Kane. I'm like, yo, whatever the fuck just happened here was some of the smoothest shit I've seen as far as fighting and animation. And this is only episode 2. And I know how long this manhwa is. Like I said, I stopped at chapter 60. Because, again, what this anime is doing is good shit. I'm laughing my ass off, and I'm getting good fight. We done said it, guys, and I'll continue to keep saying it. I like good animation and good fight scenes. And if you ain't got my attention by episode 2 or 3, you're doing something wrong. Which lets me know they're doing everything right.
No, they are. At first, when I first watched this episode, I was a little disappointed because I didn't get that direct continuation between, Kane and Jin. But after watching that shit, it was just I didn't need that shit. They explained that shit, and they brought in this new shit for you to digest. And this man Jin put the hands and feet to this man, and so the ass kick works. Fucking smoke happens. This nigga's down on the ground, and then you're damn, and the fucking instructor's damn, bro, the whole crowd's damn, that nigga beat his ass. Then all you see is Jin gets slammed to the ground, and who walk out that damn tunnel? Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I forgot about that. I forgot about
Park Mujin. Come out, slam this nigga to the ground. This man can't even talk. He trying to talk at this man. They don't even bother to try to say what this nigga is saying.
Yeah, they didn't. There's the main character muffles something, and they usually try and give you maybe some jumbled up words, but you can make out what the fuck they're saying. It's no, it doesn't even fucking matter what he's saying. Park Mujin's here. Park Mujin coming in clean. Didn't even put no hands on him. From a distance, you seen him out laid prostrate. Just, Jin, you good, bro? No, he's not.
I'm in. And I just thought about this shit, bro. You see it because you said this nigga's laying prostrate in a cross position, and you see the cross on this nigga's hand, and
and he got a medallion.
Had this man on the ground, then just start talking to the crowd, just yeah, this man broke the rules. That shit ain't right. He gonna be punished. I'll let y'all know.
We'll let you know tomorrow. Don't worry. He's gonna get what's coming to him.
But as far as these fights, shit, you gonna get some more of these fights.
Niggas was happy about that. So yeah, fuck yeah.
And you see this man start walking out, and the crowd is behind him, yo, bro, hey, you did that shit, bro. Giving him big upping him and giving him props and shit. And he deserves it because he
does. Because Kane showed himself to be, he was stumping a mud hole in Gando, and Jin came in and clearly showed that he can compete. And people respect that. It's hey, it might not have been an official match, You might have came in and saved this nigga, but still, he was putting some shots on him. We seen you. We seen you out there, my nigga.
Yes! Yes! And this man walking out, then you see Han and Mira over there, and they're like, and she's like, oh man, she's like, yep, oh, you're such a busybody, like you're like, and she said that earlier to Han, like when he was like helping them find her sword and everything.
Speaking of Han, I like how Han comes in. He was just the main character that comes in last. But like Han be coming in just with the clean assist. It's like, they was looking for the sword in the river. Her phone battery's dying because the light's flickering because she's using the flashlight. You know how that should be. And like, what's his name? Jin comes out there to help him look for the sword. But again, he ain't got no light. But then with the two big ass floodlights, what's up, guys? It's like,
I got this from work.
Yeah, I got this from work. I ain't telling y'all I was gonna be out here. I already knew what y'all was gonna do, bro.
Man, Han be in the right place at the right time.
He do. Swift, fully prepared.
I like that shit. Like he's definitely one of my favorite characters so far of what I've seen.
I mean, you know he's strong because he's that chill, laid back type. But you already see that he ain't got no problem like really throwing hands. Like I said, turn that yes man, and then I said turn him into a no man.
He might have the best hands we done seen.
He might, because he's really throwing them. People are throwing it, but he's really throwing some hands, some haymakers,
yes,
clean shots. But hey, I think that was the whole episode.
Yep, it ended. Man, God of High School fucking ends at the exact moment where you want to see some more shit and you want to see what happens next. And that's like where it should be.
At the same time, the episodes haven't been like drawn out or like something like everything's almost like can't miss. I gotta sit here and watch everything because it's all good, and they get you into that action, and even when it's not action, like story progression. Even the action is story progressing in some aspects. But you just see that in these first two episodes, and it's like, wow, this is just a tournament. And if you're telling me, you're giving me the expectation that I'm going to see fighting every episode, sign me the fuck up. Sign me all the way the fuck up.
Hell yeah. Nah, this shit, like the first episode definitely got me intrigued. The second episode, I'm staying. I can't wait for the next episode. And like this shit is already like, this is a top tier of everything I've seen for the year, for the most part. And like I can't wait to see where this shit goes.
Have you watched Fire Force?
I did.
I think season 2's out.
I'm gonna catch that. So
we're gonna start watching that, guys. And if I see a good fight scene or something in there interesting, we'll talk about it. If that's what you guys want. Again, like always, make sure you guys leave some comments in the comments section. Let us know what you guys want to see us review. Something that might be flying under this radar. Something that you guys just want to see us talk about. Something popular. It doesn't really matter. Comment. Let us know how you guys' opinions on the episode after you guys go out and watch it. But like always, man, we're here. Always having a good time. The Good Brothers. Another good episode of the RoKo.
Thanks you guys for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see y'all next time.
See y'all next one, guys. Peace.